Hi everybody, my name is Carolyn Small and I live here in Los Gatos, California, and I want to share with you why I said yes to Vasayo back in April of 2019. A friend of mine loaned me a bottle of CBD oil one because I shared with him that I had restless leg syndrome and I was not able to sleep for more than 2 to 3 hours a night for over 27 years. And also have taken so many different medications, and all those medications did for me was give me an upset stomach, feel queasy or drowsy. So I felt like now all I could do was just deal with restless leg syndrome for the rest of my life. As soon as my friend gave me the CBD oil and he shared with me that he was able to sleep and he thought that maybe this is something I should try. And all I needed to do for him is to let him know how my results were. So that night, when I got home and I went to bed, my restless leg syndrome started acting up. My legs were starting to get achy and jumpy. And so I took some of the CBD oil. And so about 20 minutes later, after taking the oil, my restless leg syndrome subsided. And I was able to sleep for the first time in 27 years for 6 hours straight. I woke up that morning and said, this has got to be a fluke and we'll see what happens. So as the day progressed, I went to work. My legs started aching again and being jumpy. So during the day, I took some of the CBD oil. And again, after about 20 minutes, my restless leg syndrome subsided. And that night, I took some more oil when I went to bed. And again, my body was relaxed. I fell asleep. And I finally slept for 7 hours straight. That next morning when I woke up, I realized this was not a fluke. This was a game changer. And I realize now, since April of 2019, I have not been having so many discomforts from my restless leg syndrome due to CBD-1. So I also wanted to share with you that I've been able to manage a lot of my internal self with a lot of the other products. I was never into nutritional supplements or vitamins or shakes or protein shakes or whatever. I started using all the other products and I realized my hair was growing and stronger and my nails were hard and my skin complexion got a lot better, and I have so much more energy now than I have ever had in a long time. And I also want to share with you a story that is sometimes hard for me to share, but for those of you who don't know me, I have been married twice and both husbands had medical conditions and challenges. They both have passed away. My last husband, who passed away 3 years ago, had a disease called multiple system atrophy. I feel that our products might have helped and relieved some of his discomfort he was in. And I feel right now that I have an obligation and responsibility to go out there and share our products with other people. And so with doing that, I'm learning from one of my mentors how to peel the onion. Get comfortable asking questions and listening and learning. And you'll be experiencing how many people are also going through what we're going through internally and are having problems. I say it's been a blessing to see the transformation of people. And just to give you an example, I have a girlfriend of mine who was a retired court reporter, and she had hard times with her hands, with her knuckles and moving them. So I had offered her these products, and about 3 months later from last year, she calls me up and says, Carolyn, will you come over for dinner? I want to share something with you. I said, sure, Terry, I'll come over. So when I get there, she picks up a handful of coins, throws them on the table, and starts picking them up. And I told Terry, I said, what's the big deal? She goes, Carolyn, you don't understand. Before I was taking these Vasayo products, I could not do that. After 3 months, I finally can do that. And do you realize the shredded chicken we're having tonight for dinner? Usually Alan has to shred it. Tonight, I got to shred it for myself for the first time. This made me feel so good inside that I was able to share something with somebody else. And I know to this date, she shares things with everybody else. So our liposomal products are a gift to everybody. And a lot of times going through this, it takes the pressure out of trying to sell things because these things work for everybody. So if you're walking around in your own body, chances are you need to take the products yourself. Even though I'm new into networking, I'm stretching out myself and going on to Zoom calls every morning at 7:30 or 4:30 if I'm in Maui, and also listening to podcasts and listening to trainers out there. What I've come to appreciate about Vasayo is its culture and its corporate leadership. I own 3 window covering businesses in Northern California. They're all brick and mortar stores. I do a lot of work with commercial companies and residential. One of my clients is Apple and Amazon. I have 16 amazing employees who actually probably have been with me, a lot of them since the time I started for 38 years. I feel blessed to have them. I also want and need a new challenge in my life, and that I would like to re-energize myself. So although I'm new at network marketing, business concept, I have managed to bring on several new brand partners and customers. That is because I know Vasayo is a real deal. It's time that people believe in it as I do. Lastly, I want to thank Dallin and Daniel for all their concentrated effort and hard work. And also, I want to thank 4 pretty dynamic women that I want to say how much I deeply appreciate them. The first one is Amy Dunlap for bringing her under her wings when I first started in this industry. Holly Roush, Lori Ferraro for mentoring us. A lot of us who are new into this network marketing, they've all been there for us. And of course, Adrienne Carbonell Ruiz. She's always there for me when I need to pick up the phone and when I complain about something, she's there for me. So again, I want to thank everyone from Vasayo, and also I want to thank you for all for listening to my story.